All right. All right, can everyone stand up and remove your hats for the national anthem? All right, get them rolling, get them rolling. Better to do it with cars on the track and everyone's ready to race than to not do it at all. All right, I am not getting checks from David Henson.
Craig Keown.
Nope. Oh, there it is. All right, get them rolling.
David Henson.
This race will go live less than 5. David, Eric, Matt, Alton, and Craig. All right, first lap's going down. We got Matt Sinex out front. He just got tangled up on the backstretch. That's going to move Alton and David now to the lead. Alton out front. David 1 second behind him. Matt in that third place position now. Craig in the 4, Eric in the 5. This is heat 1 of 2. Alton Henley in that blue, number 5, going down the backstretch now. Turns 3 and 4, crossing the line there. He's on a 53.403 pace, 1.5 now ahead of Matt. Oh man, a longer lap there for Alton, going to drop half a second. Here comes Matt Sinex now to the 2 spot. Red and white right behind him on the track. Those 2 cars battling for the point. Matt to the inside. Alton going to dive bomb back in on him. A super aggressive move for qualifying, I will say. David Henson going to be back up in that number 2 spot. Matt falling down to the 3. 130 down, 230 left to go. We've got David now leading the race. David's in that white and blue, number 9. Down the front stretch he goes, crossing the line. He's on a 54 flat now. That time by
2 minutes
Matt
left.
Back out to the point. He crossed the line with a 4.3 hot lap of the race. Alton Henley, 0.3 of a second behind him. He's got a heater of a 4.4. 2:15 down, 1:45 left. Your leader, red and white, crossing the start finish. Down the backstretch he goes, coming up on traffic. Behind you, Eric, give him room. Alton Henley in that 2 spot. Blue and white, number 5. Little bit of red in that scheme. Crossing the line there. 51.402. Half a second is the difference. A 5 flat from Matt. A 4.5 from Alton. The gap drops. 0.2 between these 2 cars. Matt down the front. Alton now down the front. They've got 1 car in between them. That's going to be Craig. 3:10 down, 50 seconds left. Matt on a 51 lap pace. Alton on a 51 lap pace. David had a longer lap there. He's now 3 seconds behind this battle. Craig in the 4, Eric in the 5. Your leader down the front, crossing the line there. 51.401. Half a second now the difference. He is pulling a gap now. 4.6 from Matt. Going to be a 4.6 from Alton. The gap stays. With 15 left on the clock, we're going to need to see a crash or a bobble. Matt going to ride the pipe coming out of turn 2. It's going to be a 4.9. Alton a 4.8. The gap is now 1.3. Here comes the bell. Keep on going, everyone. Keep going. David, the only car done.
Matt, done.
Eric, Alton, and Craig. That's a race. That is a race.
All drivers are finished. The race is concluded. Chris Workman.
All right, track is open.
Connor Essex.
All right, that clear body must pull over and trim it up real fast.
Dan Stewart. Brad Herron. Chris Morrison.
All right, we are ready to race. All right, get them rolling, get them rolling. I'm sorry, Chris, that's not going to cut it. All right, less than 5. We got Brad, Dan, Connor, and Chris. 4 racers crossing the line and going. We've got Dan Stewart out front here early. He is chasing Matt Sinex's TQ of a 51 for a flat. Right now, Chris Workman taking over that top spot. He's in the red and yellow, number 69. Coming down the front, crossing the start finish. 54 lap pace from him. New hot lap of the race, 4.38. Dan Stewart, a 4.40. Gonna take back the lead. We got Dan, Chris, Connor. Oh, Chris gonna go for a circle. Gonna slide out on the right side of the track. Dan Stewart out front. He's now got 2.2 ahead of Chris. Chris has 2 seconds over Connor. It is stretching out. Dan Stewart leading this one off. He's in that blue and white, number 26. He's got the mix match wheels on his car. Down the backstretch he goes. Looks a little slick out of the corner. Chris starting to work on him. 130 down, 230 to go. Dan Stewart now on that 53 lap pace. He is well ahead of that TQ pace. He's looking to reset it. Oh, up in the wall of turn 3. Gonna rejoin the track. A 9-second lap for your leader. That takes him off pace. Chris Workman now to the point. He's on a 51.404. Not fast enough to defeat Matt's top qualifying time. Dan Stewart going to take that top spot once again. 50 and a 4:01 pace. Chris in that 2 spot, 800ths behind him. Connor Essex in the 3. Back-to-back long laps for your leader. It's going to put Chris Workman back out to the point. 4.4 that time by. He's keeping those fast laps down. 51.404 for your leader, Chris Workman. All red and yellow wheels down the front. Coming up on Connor and Dan. Three minutes down, 1 minute left to go.
1 minute left.
Chris on a 50-lap run. Not fast enough for TQ. He's going to keep on pushing. I don't think there's enough. .330 down, 30 seconds remaining. 4.5 that time by. This time across the line, a 5-second lap from your leader, Dan Stewart. Looking to go to the point. 50-lap run from both of these drivers. 0.7 of a second between them. 10 seconds on the clock. 0.2 between them. They are behind TQ Pace. They are working for that number 2 position. Keep on going. Keep on going. We got caution in turn 4. It's clear. Damn, Chris, Connor, Brad, and Chris Morrison. That's a race.
All drivers are finished. The race is concluded.
After 2 heats of racing, we got Matt Sinex. His TQ is going to hold. Alton Henley in that 2 spot. Dan Stewart in the 3. And Chris Workman in the back of that A main. All right, track is open. Thank you for holding the cars.
Jackson White. Tim Hahn. Gabe Austin. Mason Guthier.
All right, Sportsman, heat 1 of 2, ready to race. Less than 5. Oh, watch the front stretch. Watch the front. It's clear. Less than 5. Tim crossed the line first. Gene, Gabe. All right, everyone crossed and... We got the first 30 seconds down, 3:30 left to go. We got Tim Hahn leading this one off. He was first one on the clock. Here he is leading out the race on a 37.403 pace. He's in that orange and deep blue, number 10, down the front stretch. Crossing the line, he's coming up on Gabe. Gonna get around him. All of a sudden, here comes Gene Nolan, a 6.6. Backed it up with a 6.2. He's on a 37.406. Gonna take over the lead that time by Jackson Boyd to the 3, Mason Guthrie in the 4, Gabe in the 5. $130 down, $230 remaining. Tim Hahn out front. He's got a 6.0 hot lap. Watch the backstretch. $145 down, $215 to go. Gene now leading the race. It's going to be 1 second behind him. Tim going to fall back a long lap there. 8-second lap. Jackson in the 3 spot. Mason in the 4. Gabe in the 5. We are just past the halfway mark. Keep on pushing it. This is heat 1 of 2. Gene Nolan, this heat's leader. He's in that blue and white, number 5. Down the back stretch now. Getting around some lap traffic. We got caution on the back. Caution on the back. It's clear. 2:30 down, 1:30 remaining. Gene on a 36.406. He's got almost a full lap on Tim Hahn now. 4 seconds the difference. We are at the 1 minute mark. 3 minutes down, 1 minute remaining. Gene Nolan leading this one off. Going down the backstretch now, coming up on Mason. Gonna get around him. Tim in that 2 spot, fully 1 lap behind him. Jackson in the 3, Gabe in the 4, Mason in the 5. Oh, caution on the back. We got 15 seconds left in this one. Gene, Tim, Jackson, your top 3. Jackson gonna throw down a hot lap for himself of 6.9. Keep on going, keep on going. Race is not over yet. Keep on pushing it. Gene, Tim, Jackson, Gabe, and Mason, and that's a race.
All drivers are finished.
No more laps.
The race
No
is
more
concluded.
laps. No more laps. Gene Nolan gonna take that one. Tim in the 2, Jackson in that 3 spot.
Richard Patrick.
All right. Track is open.
Hunter Millen. Whitney Anderson. Liam Millen. Wayne Bright.
All right. You are chasing down Gene's qualifying time of a 36.07. Get them rolling, get them rolling. The race will go live in less than 5. Whitten, Hunter, Liam, Wayne, and Richard. All right, everyone getting their first 30 seconds down, 3:30 left to go. Everyone making their first couple laps now. Every person in this race ahead of Gene's top qualifying time. One minute down, 3 left to go. Richard Patrick leading this one off. Richard, he's going to be in that red, black, blue, chrome wheels. Down the front stretch he goes. Crossing the line there. He's on a 39 lap pace. Hunter Nolan in that 2 spot. Going to be 9/10 of a second off of Richard. Richard throwing down the heat of 5.6. Hot lap for the class. Going to be the fastest car on track right now. Trying to pull away from Hunter. Oh, Hunter going to get it wrong in turn 2. Caution in 2. Caution in 2. Long lap there for him. We are halfway done. 2 laps down, 2 laps left to go. Richard in the top spot. He's now got 5 seconds behind Hunter, or ahead of Hunter. Liam in the 3, Whit in the 4, Wayne in the 5. Hunter is in that green. Number 52 down the backstretch he goes. Setting hot lap of the race that time by a 10-second lap for Richard. He's going to fall off that top spot. Hunter Nolan now to the point. A 30-lap run for him. Another long lap for Hunter. Richard back to the point. It is close racing between both of them on the same stretch of track. Richard with another 10-second lap. Watch the front. Watch.
1 minute left.
3 minutes down, 1 minute left to go. Hunter, Liam, Richard. 2 seconds apart between Hunter and Liam. This is battle for top qualifier. They are 1 lap ahead of Gene Nolan's TQ time. They've got lots of space to try to push it. Been turned up into 15 seconds remaining. 3:45 down, 15 to go. Hunter, Liam, and Richard all fast enough to reset that TQ time. Hunter on top. Here comes the bell. Keep on going, keep on going.
Liam done.
William Hunter only 2 finished. Here comes Wayne and Richard. That's a race.
All drivers are
Race
finished.
is over.
The race is completed.
Hunter Owen for reset TQ. Liam in that 2 spot. Richard in a 3 and Gene Nolan in the 4. Track is over.
Max Mason. Ryan Hahn, Magic Man, Brad Newman.
All right, shut the track down, shut the track down. I am missing one driver. Alton, are you going to make it? Gotcha. All right, get them rolling. We got Max, Brad, Ryan, and Magic Man. Race will go live. Less than 5. Brad, Ryan, Max, Magic Man. All right, 30 seconds into this one. We got Magic Man leading off. He's in that pink and black. Coming down the backstretch now. He's in that number 13 black wheels. 51.402 lap pace for him. He's got a 4.6 second on lap. Max Mason in that 2 spot. He is 3 seconds behind. Ryan Hahn in the 3, Brad in the 4. One minute down, 3 remaining. Your leader, pink and black, number 13. Down the backstretch he goes, turn 3 and 4. Crossing the start-finish line. 50 and a 4 flat lap pace for him. Maxed in that 2 spot now, 7 seconds behind. This time by a longer lap for Max. It's going to be a 9-second gap. Ryan Hahn in the 3, Brad Nolan in the 4. So Max Mason, he's in that number 2 spot, orange and silver. Ryan Hahn in the 3, he's in that white and green. And Brad Nolan, silver and blue, number 3. 150 down, 2:10 remaining. Magic Man now with a 10-second advantage over Max. He's coming up to lap him on the track. He's already got his 2nd lap on the computer. Super consistent and fast run from Beasy here. Oh, gonna get tangled up. Oh, watch the front. This is your one and only heat of Super Stock Late Model. Magic Man leading us off with a 49.402. Max 12 seconds back. He's on a 46.405. Ryan another 10 seconds behind Max. We got big gaps all the way down the field with 1 minute remaining.
One minute left.
Fastest car on track. Your leader, 49.401 for Beasy. Down the backstretch he goes, 3 and 4, crossing the line. Gonna be a 4.9 that time by. Coming up on some traffic, gonna get around him. 30 seconds remaining. $15 seconds left to go. Beasy, Max, Ryan, your top 3. All on their own lap by quite a bit. No time left on the clock. Bell, keep on going.
Brad Miller
Everyone is
Magic Man done. Ryan Home done. Max Mason done.
So Magic
All drivers are finished.
Ryan in the All right. Racers to the track. I'm looking for Paul, Lucas, Chris, and Chris. Workman and Morrison. Track is open.
Paul Taylor.
Oh, all right. Stop the track. No more laps. Park the cars in the middle, please. I need Lucas to cross the line. Right across the front stretch. All right, thank you. I need Chris Workman
Lucas
across.
Morrison.
All right,
Chris
we are
Workman.
good. Everyone start making
Chris
laps.
Morrison.
All right. We will get in less than 5. Paul Taylor, first one across the line. Lucas, Chris Morrison, and Chris Workman. Three cars wide in turn 3. All 3 of them getting to each other. Dive bombing each other. Chris Workman and Paul Taylor just battling out there. All the while, Chris Morrison keeping it smooth and consistent. He's all white, number 9, white wheels. Down the front stretch now, getting a little loose on the left side. Crossing the start finish. A second now. 2 is Paul Taylor. Oh, Paul with another one. One minute down, 3 left to go. Chris Morrison out front, 2 lap pace. 2 seconds. 1:15 down, 2:45 remaining. Chris Morrison on a 42 lap. He's in that white and blue, number 9. Down the front stretch, crossing the line. Keeping it smooth and consistent. All the while, Chris Workman, a 4.8. Fastest car on track is Chris Workman, a 4.82. Caution on the front stretch. Caution on the front.
2 minutes left.
It's clear. 2 minutes down. 2 minutes remaining. Chris Workman out front now. 4 seconds ahead of Morrison. Paul in that 3 spot. Lucas going to be off the track. Fastest car on track is going to be that white and orange. Crossing the line there. Down the backstretch he goes. Number 81. Leading this one off. He's got a 4.82 hot lap. Chris Morrison in that. He's on a 41 lap pace. 9 seconds behind the leader. Hot lap.
1 minute left.
$3.15 down, 45 seconds remaining. We've still got Chris Workman out front. White and orange, number 81. He's on a 43 lap run. He's got Chris Morrison now 6 seconds behind him. Paul Taylor in that 3 spot. He's 25 seconds away from that battle. 10 seconds remaining. There's the bell. Keep on going. Paul Taylor, the only car finished. Everyone else keep going.
Chris Workman done. Chris Morrison done.
Workman and Morrison are finished. Everyone is done. All right, track is open.
Keith Titchener. Matt Sinex. Anthony Austin.
All right. Get them rolling, get them rolling. I got 3 cars in this one. I got all my marshals. The race will go live here in less than 5. Anthony, Matt, and Keith. All right, first couple laps going down. Your leader working lap number 5. Matt Sinex on a 53-lap run. 1 second behind him, Keith. He's 4.5 second hot lap. Anthony in that 3 spot just hit his hot lap, 4.8. We are early in this one. 45 seconds in. 3:15 to go. All 3 cars losing time that lap. Anthony and Keith getting caught on each other. Matt gonna slide in there, flip it over. 1 minute down, 3 left to go. Matt on a 51.402. Keith going 4.5 that time by. He is 5 seconds behind your leader. Anthony 11 seconds behind that battle. Oh, we got a 4.4 from Keith. This time by a 5.6. $130 down, $230 remaining. Your leader in that red, blue, and white Valvoline car. Down the backstretch he goes, the big number 1. 52.402 now. With an 8-second advantage over Keith. Matt going to go 4.7. Keith going to go 4.9. Anthony in that 3 spot now, 20 seconds behind him.
2
2
minutes
minutes
left.
down, 2 minutes remaining. $220 down, $140 to go. Your leader down the front stretch now. He's the first car leading out that pack of 3. He's got the fastest car on track consistently. 4.7 there. Keith with a 4.9. 4.4 from Matt. 4.6 from Keith. Doing one better every single time. 52.401 for your leader. 10 seconds back is Keith. 32 seconds behind Keith is Anthony. We got big gaps on the field now. 3 minutes down, 1 left to go.
1 minute left.
Your leader in the blue and red, number 1. Down the front stretch now. Keith Tishner in that orange and gray, number 14. Down the back stretch he goes. He's got those orange wheels. $330 down, 30 seconds remaining. This is heat 1 of 2 for the 13.5 late models. So far, Matt on a 52-lap run, looking to set top qualifying time. All right, 5 seconds remaining. Here comes the bell.
Anthony Austin done.
Matt
Matt
and
Sinex
Keith,
done.
that's a
Keith
race.
Tishner done. All
Matt
drivers are
and
finished.
Keith, 1
The
and
race is
2.
completed.
Anthony in that 3 spot. I am going to need one volunteer marshal. One volunteer to come out and help us. All right, track is open. So I had 3 racers in that last one.
Down.
Oh, shut it down, no laps. Let my marshal get to his corner. Thank you for helping. All right, you can get him going.
Connor Essex. Dan Stewart.
All right, race number 8, heat 2 of 2. You are chasing down Matt's top qualifying time of a 52.402. We got Connor, Doug, Dan, and James in this one. Ready to go. Less than 5. James, Doug, Connor, and Dan. Everyone checked and going. First car to cross the line was Connor Essex. Oh, little bobble there in turn 4. So far, we are 30 seconds into this one. We got James Bruther leading us off. He is through down a 4.3 hot lap. New hot lap for the class. He's on a 55.402. Bats it up with a 4.29. Doug in that 2 spot. He's got a 4.26 now. So Doug, trying to show that he's the fastest car, just backs it up with a 5.5. Not going to help him. He needs to push it here to catch the leader. James, Doug, Connor, your top 3. Dan in that 4 spot. So far, we got James on a 55-lap run. This is about 5 seconds faster than Matt Sinex's TQ time. Doug Townsend now falling off that pace. He's on a 52.402. Just fast enough to be ahead of the TQ time. James still leading off. Now a 4-second gap between those 2 cars. James in the black and white and black wheels crossing the line there. Coming up on Dan Stewart, getting around him. We got 2:15 down, 1:45 left to go. Doug Townsend in that 2 spot. He's in an all blacked out car. Clear windows. Down the backstretch he goes on a 53-lap pace. Looks like James having a bobble a couple laps ago. Gonna tighten everything up. James and Doug 1 second apart. Oh, Doug gonna do a donut on the left side of the track. Giving James lots of room. 2:45 down, 1:15 remaining. James, Doug, Connor, your top 3. That is going to be your A main. James Bruther leading. Matt in the 2, Doug in the 3, Connor leading out the A main. That's the way it's sitting now.
1 minute left.
James, Doug, Connor, your top 3 in this heat. Big gaps between them. Everybody on their own lap now. James and Doug, 5 seconds apart. Doug and Connor, 5 seconds apart. Connor and Dan, 8 seconds apart. .330 down, 30 seconds left. James still leading this one off. He's got a 4.29. Doug, fastest lap on the track, 4.26. Oh, caution on the left side, caution on the left. It's clear. All right, 5 seconds remaining in this one. Here comes the tone.
Connor Essex done. James Brother done. Down
That's
done.
a race. That's a race. Everyone is finished.
Our drivers are
James
finished.
Brew, they're going to
race is
reset
concluded.
TQ. Matt Sinex going to go to the 2 spot. Doug in a 3. Connor Essex in the 4. Keith, Dan, and Anthony going to be battling it out in a B main. All right, it is currently 8:06. We are going to get started here in roughly 15 minutes. 15 minutes. We will get started with the mains. That is 8:20. 8:20. Race number 1 will start. Plenty of time to get your going. Track will be closed in between then. I'm going to get some water on it, blow it off real good, and get it ready for main time. All right, it is 8:15. Race number 1, 13.5 B main. Start getting your cars through tech. 13.5 late model B main. Keith, Dan, Anthony. Be starting to get your cars finished charging. Get them through tech. We will start racing here in about 4 minutes. 4 minutes before race number 1. I need marshals from the two-wheel buggy A main. Matt, Alton, Dan, Chris Workman. I need you guys to come out here and marshal here in 3 minutes. Matt Sinex, Alton Henley, Dan Stewart, Chris Workman. All right, I need my marshals from Two Wheel Buggy Street Stock out here to the track. Matt, Alton, Chris Workman. I need those drivers to the track immediately.
RC cars are gay.
Dan Stewart.
All right, track is open.
Keith Titchener. Anthony Austin.
All right, no more laps, no more laps. Let's get them lined up. Keith on the 1, Dan on the 2, Anthony on the 3. All right, whenever you are ready, you are leading us off, Keith. Early on in the race, Keith going to go real wide in turn 4. Lead going to go to Dan Stewart. So Dan struggling with some serious rollover in qualifying. Looks like he's got it figured out now. Going around the track, got a 4.3. That's 1/10 off the hot lap of his class. 52.4 flat pace for him. Anthony now up into that bump position. He's in that all green. Going down the front stretch now. White wheels crossing. Keith Titchener not playing any games. He's going to try to catch up, put down some serious lap times. Put himself back up into that 2 spot. He's going to set hot lap of the heat. 4.380. 5 thousandths faster than Dan. Oh, Anthony going to get it wrong in turn 4. Drag race down the front. Going to check up. Nice, smooth. It's going to pay off for Anthony. Inside, outside they go. Keith going to get in front of him. Anthony gonna accidentally touch him. $130 down, $230 left to go. Battle for that 2 spot heating up. $145 down, $215 to go. Dan Stewart, he is gone. Sunday cruise for him. He's got 0 crashes. First lap of the race, he got out to the lead. Now he's on a 15-second lead.
2 minutes left.
Just past the halfway mark. We got Keith Tishner back up to the 2 spot. Anthony in the 3. $230 down, $130 remaining. Dan Stewart still leading off. Right now it says Anthony Austin is in the 2. Keith, I'm not sure if you missed a lap. It says you are 3 seconds behind Anthony. So at 3 minutes down, 1 minute left to go. Dan, Anthony, Keith, your top 3 running order. Anthony and Keith, that battle closing in. 2.6 is the difference with 45 left on the clock. Anthony a 4.6, Keith a 4.4, another 0.2 dropped. With just above 30 seconds left, we're going to need some big push from Keith. The gap is now 1.3. Keith resetting hot lap 4.34. He is on a push. 15 seconds left. Is there enough time? Another 0.2 dropped. 1 second the difference. That time by 0.9. He's on his back bumper. Half a second between them. 5 seconds left. Next time by, they are done. To the inside, gonna get it on him.
Keith Tishner done. Dan Stewart done.
That is a race.
The race is completed.
All right, I got 6 racers in this B main. I'm going to need 2 volunteers to come help us out. 2 volunteers. All right, thank you, Gene. Thank you, Hunter. And we got Alden. That is a full field of marshals. I appreciate it. All right, track is not open. Track is not open. All right, I got all my cars out there. Let's get them rolling. Track is open.
Tim Hong. Mason Guthier. Gabe Austin. Ryan White. Riven Anderson. Jackson White.
All right, shut it down, shut it down. No more laps. All right, park all the cars on the front stretch. All right, this is race number 2, Sportsman B Main. We got Tim Hahn leading this one off. Wayne in the 2, Jackson 3, Witten 4, Gabe 5, Mason in the 6. So the way we're going to do it for you guys, when you hear the tone, it is full throttle. All right, everyone ready? Marshall's ready. This race will go live at the tone. Good start right off the bat. Our top few cars getting some good racing in now. We got Tim and Wayne as they started crossing the line. Jackson in that 3 spot, Witten in the 4. We got a gaggle of cars on the front stretch. 2 of them gonna get mixed up. We got this whole track and all of them are in the same corner. That time by. We've got Wayne with a big bobble. It's got Witten, Anderson now to that 2 spot. Jackson in the 3, Wayne in that 4 spot. Your leader, Tim Hahn. He's in that orange and blue, number 10, down the front stretch. In that 2 spot, all green and black, number 1, Witten Anderson. Wayne Boyd in that 3 spot now, just got around Jackson. Oh, gonna flip it off the track. Jackson. Watch the front stretch, watch the front stretch. It's clear. Oh, your leader getting it wrong in the center of the track. Gonna get back on his wheels. Crossing the line with an 8-second lap. Witten in that 2 spot. It is carnage on the left side. 1:45 down, 2:15 left. Tim, Witten, Wayne, your top 3. We got big gaps between those cars. Jackson Boyd in that 4th place position. He's catching up to Wayne. They are 6 seconds apart. That's 1 lap. Jackson got around Wayne. Now he's got to make up 4 seconds of track to get up into that number 3 position. Right now, Wayne and Jackson are not in the bump positions. They got to push it to get to the top. Tim leading this one off. 36 lap run for him. Witten in that 2 spot. 15 seconds behind him. That is your bump. Wayne, 13 seconds behind those 2 cars. Three minutes down, 1 minute left to go.
1 minute
Tim
left.
still leading this one off. Now with a 20-second lead. Tim in that orange and blue. Number 10 down the front stretch. Crossing the line there. He's now got 20 seconds over Witten. Witten crossing the line with a 10-second lap of his own. 25 seconds is the difference. Jackson in that 3. He's got 20 seconds behind Witten. 5 seconds over Wayne. 3:30 down, 30 remaining. Watch the backstretch. Watch the backstretch. I got 2 cars turned around. Good Marshall there. All right. We got 8 seconds left in this one. Keep on pushing. There's the bell.
Jackson Boyd done.
Jackson, the only one done. Witten,
Wayne
Wayne,
Anderson done.
Tim,
Wayne
Gabe,
Ward done.
looking
Tim
for
done.
Mason, looking for
Gabe Austin
Mason.
done.
Mason crossed the line. Mason crossed the line. At the front stretch.
Mason Bethia
There
done.
we go.
All drivers are finished. The race is concluded.
So Tim Hahn and Witten Anderson bumping up to the A main. All right, I need adults. I need adults on the track. If you are under the age of 10, I need you off the track. Adults only. Thank you. All right, track is not open. I need 2 more marshals. Turn 3 and turn 2. I need a marshal to fill in for Jackson over here in turn 1. It's a big race, lots of fast cars. All right, thank you, Matt. No. All right, get them rolling, get them rolling.
David Henson. Eric Mason. Connor Essex. Chris Morrison. Craig Keown. Brad Millen.
All right. We are ready to get racing. Park the cars on the front stretch. Park them on the front. Chris, I'm giving you 1 minute to go fix that body. You could try tightening down those front shock collars, raising that front end up. Stiffer front springs or something. All right, no more laps. Shut it down. David Henson leading us off. Connor Essex in the 2. Craig in the 3. Eric 4. Chris Morrison in the 5. Brad in the 6. David, Connor, Craig, your top 3. Eric, Chris, Brad, 4, 5, 6. All right, we are ready. David leading us off. David in that white and blue number 9. Out of turn 4. All right, let's get a restart. Restart on that one. All right. So, drivers meeting. First lap. Let's try to take it easy on the passing. Unless the leader blows the line 4 cars wide, no need to force it. There we go. Much better. So already, we got big movers out here. Craig and Eric moving up to those number 2 and 3 spots. Oh, we got a battle in the back of the heat. Your leader, David Henson, 30 seconds down, 3:30 to go. He's on a 52-lap run. That would have been fast enough to reset TQ. Just ran a 4.4 second hot lap. Oh, my top 3 all having long laps there. David leading off. He's got 5 seconds over Eric. Eric's got half a second over Connor. Eric Mason looking to go the A main. Eric in that green and white yellow wheels going wide. Gonna try to shut the door on Connor. That time by Connor to the inside. Eric with more motor. Gonna have to check up and slides out. $130 down, $230 remaining. David, Connor, Eric, your top 3. Craig in that 4th spot. Brad in the 5. Oh, looks like Brad having a problem with his car. Two minutes down. 2 minutes left to go. David Henson out front. He's got 12 seconds over Connor. Connor going to be in that white and blue, number 7. Down the front stretch now, crossing the line. Car looks a little loose, middle off. $230 down, $130 left to go. David Connor now up into that 2 spot. He's 13 seconds off of David, and he's got 10 seconds over Eric. Craig in the 4. So Craig in that 4 spot. He's in that all blue, that dark blue, number 73. Down the front stretch, crossing the line there. Letting the leader right around him. Your leader on a 54 flat. 17 seconds over Connor now with 1 minute left to go. $330 down, 30 seconds remaining. Your leader, big lead, 22 seconds over Connor. Just ran hot lap of the race, late in the race, a 4.41. He's going down the back stretch now. Turns 3 and 4 down the front, crossing the line. Here comes the bell. Next time by, you will be done.
Connor Essex done.
Connor,
Hansen done.
David, Eric,
Eric
and
Wilson
Craig.
done.
That's
Craig
the
Keane
race.
done.
Race
All
is
drivers
over.
are finished. The race is completed.
David and Connor gonna be advancing to the A main.
Max Mason. Ryan Hahn. Magic Man. Brad Millen.
All right, no more laps, no more laps. Magic Man, Max, Ryan, Brad. Your running order. Magic Man. And that pink and black, number 13, leading us off. Max, orange and silver. Ryan, white and green. Brad in that 4 spot. Whenever you're ready, Magic Man, you are leading us off. In your order. Down the front. Magic Man with a beautiful start. Gonna get the jump on these guys. Max gonna get on the pipe. Little slow off the start. First couple laps going down. Magic Man working lap number 4. Down the front stretch he comes, crossing the start finish. 49.401 is his pace. He's got just under 2 seconds ahead of Max Mason. Max in that orange and silver. Falling behind just a little bit. Not too bad. Still keeping him at an arm's width. 45 seconds down, 3:15 remaining. 49.403 for your leader. 1.6. Now the difference. That time by a longer lap for Max. He's going to miss 0.3 of a second. 2.4. Now the gap. Ryan Hahn in that 3 spot. This is your A main. Beasy going to get it wrong. Put in the center of the track. We have a lead change. Orange and silver going to tap the wall. Lose some speed down the straight. Mike Beasy taking back that point. Coming up on traffic. Getting a little loose out of turn 4. Gonna get back squared up. Ryan Hahn in the 3. He is now 1 lap behind these guys. He wants to let him know he has the pace. Oh, gonna get into him. Max is gonna find his wheels, luckily. Not a lot of time to find that big of a gap. Beasy, 4.8 that time by. Max crossing the line of 5.2. The gap is going to grow.
2 minutes left.
2 minutes down, 2 minutes left to go. We are just past the halfway mark now. Your leader on a 48.402. He had that one mistake in the middle of the track. Other than that, he's been clean sailing. Now looking to lap the number 2. Oh, gonna stick his car in the middle of him. Terrible driving from your leader. You're welcome. So Max in that 2 spot, 4.3 behind him. That time by another 0.2 gained. 4.9 is the difference. Three minutes down, 1 minute left to go. We are entering the final quarter of this race. Magic Man leading this one off. 47 lap pace for him. Down the backstretch, turns 3 and 4 for both of your leaders. They are battling for that top spot. 1 lap between them. Ryan Hahn in the 3. He is 12 seconds back, just about 2 laps. .345 down, 15 seconds left on the clock. Your leader going to get 4 more laps. 3 more laps now for your leader. Magic Man crosses. 5 seconds on the clock. Next time by, your leaders will be done. There's the bell. Wheezy, Max, and Ryan.
Done.
Here comes Brad. That's a race.
All drivers
Magic
are
Man
finished. The race is complete.
gonna take the win. Max in the 2, Ryan in the 3. All right, racers, start making your way to the track. I got all 4 marshals. All right, track is open.
James Brother. Down. Connor Essex. Dan Stewart. Madsen X. Keith Titchener.
Watch turn 3, caution. It's clear. All right, no more laps. No more laps. Let's get them lined up. James Bruther on the 1. Matt on the 2. Doug 3. Connor 4. Dan 5. Keith 6. James, that black and white mixed match wheels leading us off. Max, blue and red Valvoline. Doug, all blacked out in the 3. Racers are ready. Marshals are ready. Get us rolling, James. Down the front stretch they are going. Good start for everyone. So right off the bat, our leader trying to break away from the rest of the pack. He's doing it just a little bit, ever so slightly. Your leader, black and white mixed match wheels. Down the front stretch he goes. He's got Doug Townsend behind him. 1 second is the difference. James 4.5, Doug 4.5, 1/100th faster. 4.3 from James, 4.2 from Doug. The gap is shrinking. Dan Stewart in between those racers. Oh, Doug gonna get it wrong in turn 2. That's gonna put Matt Sinex to the 2. 1 lap behind the leader now. James trying to push to get that lap on him. 1 minute down, 3 left to go. James Bruther on a 54 lap run. This is 1 lap faster than his TQ time. Matt Sinex holding off that second position. Coming up on Connor Essex, giving him the room. Thank you very much. We got Dan Stewart in that 4 spot. Keith in the 5. So Dan Stewart in that blue and red, number 26. Trying to catch the tail side of Matt Sinex in that blue and red. They are on the same lap, 2 seconds apart. 1:45 down, 2:15 left to go. We are just under the halfway mark. Your leader, a sizable gap for him. Doug Townsend in that 2 spot, gonna get it wrong, giving our leader a bigger gap and also forfeiting a position to Matt.
2 minutes left.
Sinex now to the 2 spot. 51.4 flat pace for Sinex. Going wide in turn 2. Townsend to the 2 spot. Doug pushing his car harder than anyone else on the track, and it shows. Immediately getting around Matt and putting down a gap. 1.5 is the difference between him and Matt. Now, he's got to drop a 6-second disadvantage to James. That time by, he's going to drop 1/10. He's going to need faster laps than that to catch. James, super consistent, 4.5, back-to-back 4.4s. 3 minutes down. We are going into the final quarter. 1 minute remaining now. This is race number 5, 13.5 late model A main. Your leader on a 54.402. 5.2 seconds over Doug. In the last 45 seconds, Doug has dropped it by 1 second. A 4.8 from James. Backs it up with a 4.4. Doug gonna pick up another half a second. With 30 left on the clock. 1 lap apart. James blocking him, trying to keep him off the same lap. It is working so far. James gonna be the bigger driver. Let him by. He wants a lap race. 3:45 down, 15 to go. Doug, 4.21. New hot lap of the race on lap 49. 5 seconds left in this one. They are 3 seconds apart. Oh, Doug gonna get it wrong. He's still gonna get it.
Matt Sinex done. Dan
James,
Stewart
you're done. Doug, you're done.
James
Matt,
done.
Dan, Keith,
Done.
Connor. That's
All
a
drivers are
race.
finished. The race is completed.
James Bruther gonna take it. 54.404 for him. Doug Townsend, 5 seconds behind. And Matt Sinek's going to take that 3 spot narrowly. All right, track is open.
Chris Workman. Lucas Morrison. Chris Morrison.
All right, shut it down, shut it down. No more laps. So we're going to get them lined up. Chris Workman on the 1. In that white and orange number 81. Chris Morrison in the 2. The all-white number 9. Paul Taylor in the 3. Big pink. Lucas Morrison in that 4 spot. Get behind the pink car, please. There you go. Thank you. All right. Go ahead and get him rolling. Chris Workman. Oh, the slowest pace he could imagine. He's trying to park it. Out of turn 4. Good start there. Everyone getting by. Your leader, Chris Workman, already building a gap, getting some wheel from Paul. Chris Morrison trying to get his way into that 1 spot. He's got lots of time to make up. 1.5 is the difference. That time by 2 seconds. He's going to lose half a second on that 1 lap. Oh, Workman stuck on the wall. Going to go high in turn 3. New lead change. Your leader not having near enough motor to keep up with Workman. Workman just absolutely bullying Morrison out here. Humping his car mid-race. 1 minute down, 3 left to go. Chris Workman, 4.9 hot lap from him. Chris Morrison, 2 seconds behind him. Paul Taylor in that 3 spot. He's got hot lap of the race, 4.8. Lucas in the 4. Gonna throw down a 7.6 hot lap. Oh, in the wall he goes. $130 down, $230 remaining. Chris Workman, Chris Morrison, 4 seconds apart. Trying to put the lap on him. Inside, outside. Workman playing nice. He's slowing down to his speed.
Two minutes left.
Down the front stretch, drag racing. 2:30 down, 1:30 left to go. Chris Workman leading this one off. He's in that all white and orange. Oh! Lucas taking out the leaders. Watch turn four, watch turn four. It's clear. We are 3 minutes down, 1 minute left to go. Workman, Taylor, Morrison, your top three.
1 minute left.
Chris leading this one off. He's got 13 seconds over Morrison. Morrison has 1 second over Paul. They are racing down the front. Paul going to get that 2 spot. No, he's not. It is a demo derby. .330 down, 30 seconds remaining. Workman out front, 16 seconds over Morrison. Parking his car on the front stretch. He doesn't care. Ten seconds left on the clock. Your leader going to go by one more time. Everyone going to go by one more time. There's the bell.
Chris Morrison
Workman,
done.
Morrison, Taylor.
Done.
Looking for Lucas to cross the line.
Lucas Morrison done.
All right, that's race.
All drivers are
That's
finished.
race.
The race is concluded.
Track is open.
Hunter Millen. Gene Millen. Whitney Anderson. Tim Hahn. William Millen. Richard Patrick.
All right. All right, no more laps, no more laps. I need one volunteer in turn one. When I have big races like this, I don't like to have kids on the track. Thank you, Ryan. All right, let's get them lined up. Hunter on the 1, Liam on the 2. All right, Marshall's ready. Driver's ready. This race will go live less than 5. First lap going down. It is chaos. Hunter Nolan out front. Liam in the 2. Liam going to go for the 1. Tries to. Gets it sideways. Rolls it over. Richard now in that 2 spot. Liam in the 3. Tim 4. Witten 5. Gene 6. Tim Hahn going from the 5 up to the 4 spot. He is 0.3 of a second. Lots of mistakes on the back. We had a couple cars piled up. That puts Tim Hahn to the 3 spot. Richard to the 1. Liam to the 2. Tim to the 3. Hunter over on his lid. Oh, Patrick getting it sideways. Here comes Liam. Liam a 5.8 that time by. Those cars separated by 0.7 of a second. Down the front stretch they go. That's the battle for the lead. You got Richard Patrick leading us off. He's in that red, blue, and black chrome wheels. Down the front stretch, jumping the pipes. We got Liam in the 2 spot. 1 second behind him. He's in that red and black, blue on top. Going down the back stretch now, number 38. Tim Hahn in that 3 spot. Trying to catch up to Liam. He's 6 seconds back. That's 1 lap. Two minutes down, 2 minutes left to go.
2 minutes left.
Richard still pushing hard, trying to build a gap. Loses it all on the right side. Sliding the car through turns 1 and 2. Here comes Liam. Liam pushing hard. Richard in the wall. Oh, Tim trying to give Richard a little speed boost. Oh, to the lead goes Liam. Liam stuck on another car. He's going to the back. 2:30 down, 1:30 remaining. Richard back out front. Liam in that 2 spot, 4 seconds behind him. Tim, 4 seconds behind Liam. He can push and get back up in there. Tim from the 5, working his way to a podium. Three minutes down, 1 minute remaining in this one. Richard and Liam 5 seconds apart. Liam and Tim 5 seconds apart. Leaders gonna get mixed up on each other. They're 1 lap apart. Ooh. Slow down the front, slow at the front, slow at the front. It's clear, it's clear. Thank you. 3:30 down, 30 seconds remaining. Richard still leading this one off. 38.402 pace for him. He's got 10 seconds over Liam. Liam has 1.5 over Tim. They are Richard and Liam 8 seconds apart. Liam and Tim 2 seconds apart. Watch the front. Here comes the bell.
Witten Anderson done.
Witten, Hunter, Liam,
Hunter
Tim,
done.
and
Tim Hahn
Patrick.
done. Richard
Gene.
Patrick done.
Everyone
Gene
is
done.
finished. That's a race.
All drivers are
That's
finished.
a race.
The race is
Richard
concluded.
Patrick from the 3 spot to the 1. Tim on that last lap. Gonna go from the 5th spot to the 2. Liam in that 3.
David Hansen, Connor Essex, Chris Workman, Dan Stewart, Madsen X.
All right, no more laps and no more laps. We need a driver's minute for one racer. Larry, you have got to be the slowest pit guy.
Alton Henley.
All right, line them up. Matt out front. Starting on point. Going to be that red and white number 7. Alton in that blue and white number 5. Dan, blue and white number 26. Chris Workman in the 4. David in the 5. Chris in that 6 spot. All right, Matt Sinex, whenever you are ready, your top qualifier tonight, leading you off. Down the back, working the left side, crossing the line. First lap going down here. Oh, Matt going to put himself in the wall, going to ride it, spin around. Alton Henley to the point on the first lap. Not going to happen. We got David Henson out front. Chris in the 2. Now Alton in the 2 spot. .30 seconds down. 3:30 remaining. David, Alton, Matt, your top 3. Alton being a little too aggressive. Already taken out one car. Don't want to do it twice. 45 seconds down, 3:15 to go. David and Alton, 1 second between them. We got Matt Sinex from the 1 in that 3 spot. Chris Workman 4, Connor Essex 5. 1 minute down, 3 left to go. David out front. Alton in that 2 spot. 2.5 apart now. Alton's car just a little loose. Struggling to get through that corner. He's overdriving it.
Let out of the gas, Alton.
1:30 down, 2:30 to go. David Henson still leading off. He's got 3.5 over Alton. That gap is growing. A 4.6 from both of the cars that time by. Alton 4.6, David 4.5. There you go, Alton. 2 minutes down, 2 minutes left to go.
2 minutes left.
David out front, putting a lap on the field. Alton in that 2 spot. He's got 4 seconds over Matt Sinex. Matt's got 1.8 over Connor. Connor's got 6 seconds over Chris. We got some bigger gaps towards the back of the field with 2:25 down, 1:35 remaining. David, 4.38. New hot lap of the race. Down the front stretch he goes, crossing the line there. 52.402 pace. .7 now the gap.
One minute left.
Alton a 4.6 that time. David a 5.1. A longer lap for David. .7 is the difference. My top 3 all on their own lap. Number 4 on his own lap. Number 5 on his own lap. Nobody on the same lap as anyone else. We got 20 seconds remaining. 3:40 down, 20 remaining. David Henson out front. Alton 7.5 behind him. Matt in that 3 spot, 6 seconds behind Alton. And Connor, 8 seconds off that podium. We got one more lap for our top drivers. One more lap.
David Henson done.
David, Matt,
Matt
Alton,
done.
Connor.
Alton
That's a
Henry
race.
Connor Essex done. All drivers are finished. The race is completed.
All right, it is 9:30. Thank you, racers, for making your way out here. We will see you next week. If you made a podium position or a top qualifier title, please make your way up front for your podium picture.